Guys, how are you? How's your day been going? And this is kind of techie. Yeah, this is my face. It's pretty stupid. Thanks for the compliments. But today we got to see the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip and it's live on preview. Now the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip has a very good aspect ratio that is very good for content and like feeds such as Instagram or YouTube. It has an aspect ratio of 22:9 and that is like way more than what we have seen in like the Sony Xperia 1. Now the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip will come with the Snapdragon 855 Plus and will have a single core score of 816 and a multi-core score of 2421. Now it will be paired with 8GB of RAM and the UFS 3.0 storage that will enable faster loading times and quicker game sessions. So I mean like the Z Flip is going to be pretty like a novelty phone. It's not going to be cheap, but it has 12+12 dual cameras that we can see on the back. Most probably a primary one and an ultra wide one. Most companies are generally skipping the telephoto camera, but also with the addition of a 1-inch notification like a small screen that can show you your notification and can also be paired as an always on display showing the battery or the time or something that you want. Now coming to the other topic is OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 8 Pro. Now the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro have been leaked on Amazon. That is well ahead of their launch date. And yeah, I mean like these phones look gorgeous. I mean like it's completely bezel-less. It's got that little punch hole that is very less intrusive. And I mean gaming on these phones is going to be very satisfactory. And I mean you can expect wireless charging from OnePlus this year, and you can also expect a USB-C but no headphone jack. Yeah, that is going to be the sad part over here. I think when we got to see the OnePlus 70 does not have a headphone jack, I think we got to know that well these guys are going to skip the headphone jack next time. It's got great cameras, but in the punch hole, unlike the S10 Plus, it has got only one camera. Hopefully this camera works well. Now coming to the third topic, that is the Mi 10 Pro. The Mi 10 Pro is going to be Xiaomi's flagship phone this year. That is going to be the first phone to feature the Snapdragon 865 chip, and I almost said plus there, but you know what? It's going to be the first phone to feature the Snapdragon 865 Plus chip, and it's going to have the greatest internals including 12GB of RAM. Now it's going to come on board with MIUI 11, and some people have found out in the code that it may support 65-watt super fast charging, not Whoop. Now this will beat the 60-watt that the Reno Ace can offer from Oppo, and I think it can charge your battery from 0 to 80 in about 15 minutes, which is really good, especially when you're like considering you're going to have long gaming sessions but you're going to be charging it pretty fast. Now the Snapdragon 865 Plus, say 865, is a pretty powerful chip, and expect the Mi 10 Pro to perform as powerful as the Snapdragon 865 can. Now this will be again paired with UFS 3.0 storage that will again decrease the app loading times, not increase them, and it will overall be a fun experience to handle this phone. Now coming to the camera specifications, we are getting so many cameras. Now the S20 Ultra has been leaked to have 108 megapixel a primary camera with a periscope lens that is capable of 10 times of digital zoom. Now that is a big number. Imagine getting clarity up till 10 times. Like you can see your neighbors at that point. You can spy. And also there has been like a space zoom leak. That means it can support 100 times digital zoom. And that is like bro. That's like you can see Neil Armstrong on the moon. You can say hi to him. I know I'm probably joking, but you know what? You get the point. Now 120Hz refresh rate, it's not new. We have seen it on the Razer phone. We have seen it on the ROG phone too. Actually, I'm quite excited about the ROG phone 3 and what it brings. Maybe it might bring a 140Hz panel and that would be amazing, especially when the Snapdragon 865 Plus can support high frame rates and you can game pretty nicely on that. I want to see the ROG Phone 3 taking advantage of the Snapdragon 865, probably overclocking it more than, like, this time the ROG Phone 2 had the Snapdragon 865 Plus, the ones that you see on the Realme X2 Pro and the OnePlus 7T. So it was just a stock chip. But I want to see ASUS overclock the Snapdragon 865 Plus. So that means they have to overclock the 650 GPU, Adreno 650 GPU to like something around like 900 megahertz or something. I want to see that, and hopefully like iOS, like Apple does something like crazy or something with their iPhone 12. We're expecting under display camera, but I think the chances are very less. At least we can expect like a less intrusive notch or punch hole. But yeah, it's Apple we are talking about, so they are more reluctant to change than other people. Like if you see OnePlus 6T and OnePlus 7T, I mean like you will notice a lot of difference. But if you see iPhone XS and iPhone 11 Pro, then I don't think you will be able to even part the phones, like except for the cameras. So we are expecting great cameras. Also Samsung S20, we want it to be the best. We want it to compete with the iPhone 11, iPhone 12, and that should be a great comparison. I mean, I don't have the resources to do that, but if I get a chance, then I probably will. But you know, I'm a small challenge. I'm a small boy. So that's it. That's been kind of techie. Thanks for watching this video. And if you do like this video, then a sub would be amazing.